morning, everyone. I, Adrija, exclusively reporting some good news and positive news that will definitely prove to be a refreshing start of the day. Hope, in spite of this heartbreaking scenario, we are able to keep you motivated with some informative news. Welcome to Bosco News, Beyond the Headlines. Today, as we all are aware of the worldwide affecting COVID-19, which has influenced each and every moment of our life. Most importantly, education. So today, our topic of discussion is the impact of education in this pandemic. So without any further delay, let's proceed with the current updates. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan on Tuesday said internet connectivity and digital devices would be provided for all students in the state, irrespective of the barriers to pursue online classes without any hassles during COVID-19 era. Today, we have Ishika Dey with us to brief us about the news in a better way and answer some of the public doubts. So Ishika, how do you think that the supply of digital devices would lead to the betterment of the online classes?
Internet connectivity is a major need for education these days. A section of children in the society cannot afford to buy digital devices such as laptops, computers, mobile phone, etc. to pursue their online classes. But the government would take all the possible steps to pool various resources and provide them necessary devices and internet connectivity to attend their online classes. This way, it will be really beneficial for the students.
Proceeding with the next news. SRO has agreed to help the Indian government set up the satellite TV classrooms in the effort to bridge the digital divide in rural India, due to which thousands of students across India are unable to get access to online classes during the COVID-19 school courses. ISRO gave the nod to Parliamentary Standing Committee on Education on Friday to offer technical assistance in this regard to help bridge the learning gap. Will education be really in its initial phase? Because of this method, what do you feel?
Life is about adapting to the hardships and moving ahead. Yes, I hope that soon all the tough times will be ending and education too will be in its normal pace. But as for now, satellite TV would be really beneficial for the students to cooperate with their studies in these tough times.
Yes, I agree with you too in this. Thank you, Ishika, for sparing some time with us and answering some of the frequently asked questions. A ray of hope is prevailing still about the ending of this disastrous pandemic. So let's hope for the best. Stay home, stay secure and indoors. Thank you.
Good morning viewers, you're watching Vikiona News. Myself Adrija Datta, and today our chief guest is Mr. Ridhish Adhikari, an educationist. Since the last 2 years, a complete closure has struck worldwide due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It has created the largest disruption of education in known human history, affecting nearly 1.6 billion learners globally. Today's talk show is on the impact of pandemic on education system. So, Mr. Adhikari, what is your view on the recent change of pedagogy in education?
Hello everyone. We all know that due to this COVID-19 pandemic, the education system has drastically changed. With its distinctive rise to e-learning, thereby teaching has been approached remotely and on digital platforms. The teachers who were comfortable using chalk and duster are now compelled to impart education through online portals. This unplanned and rapid move to e-learning with no proper training initially became a bit problematic for the educators. But gradually, this online education or online learning became the integral part of the whole education world.
Well, what would you like to comment on the present evaluation procedure of examinations?
See, now in this case, there is a significant gap between the privileged ones and those from the underprivileged backgrounds. I'm telling you. See, some students are without internet access. They don't have any internet access, but they are struggling to participate in digital assessment procedures. Whereas some students, they have reliable internet access, but they're using unfair means to get good marks. So here remains the question mark on the proper assessment of students.
Okay, sir. My last question to you. What would you suggest to the students on how they can take the lamp out of the dark?
We are bent upon striving to this situation until and unless Corona abandons the world. We should keep our nerves into this present situation. Almost 13.1% of Indian students are suffering from severe depression. Above all, we should not neglect our mental health.
An immense thanks for lending your precious time to us.
Mazzarello News Network.
Undoubtedly, the world today is going through a nightmare due to the arrival of the COVID-19 virus. Microscopic, yet powerful. It has its scars on almost all spheres of life, but the matter of students' education must be under the spotlight. So you're watching Mazzarello News, the mirror of the world, and here I'm Sambhava Shah. According to a recent survey, the sudden shift to online education are just transforming the students into passive learners by reducing their attention capacity. Moreover, in developing countries like India, where the backbone for online education was not that stiff, a major proportion of the student population remain untouched due to the digital divide. Additional to that, colleges and universities worldwide are at a major risk of student recruitment and retention. The risks are so high that they need to relook into the matters of admission policies, criteria, and invoke new methodologies which must be more efficient and advanced for imparting knowledge to the students. So today I would be accompanied with Nilanjana Datta with a detailed information about the same. So Nilanjana, could you say that how this pandemic has created a digital divide in the education system of India?
Actually, the education of India is facing a new crisis thanks to COVID-19. A total of 320 million learners in India have been adversely affected by the COVID-19 pandemic and have transitioned to e-learning. With huge regional and household disparities in access to the internet and technology, this transition has not been possible for all educators and students. This had created a wide divide in the educational system of India.
So how do you see the e-learning as an additional burden on the education system due to the pandemic?
Yes, there is a big problem in operational burden of the e-learning. E-learning, as the name suggests, relies on the availability and accessibility of technology, but little or no availability of electricity is a significant challenge to take advantage of education online. In a recent study, it is found only 47% of Indian households receiving more than 12 hours of electricity, and more than 36% of the schools in India operate without electricity. This suggests that while students from families with better means of living can easily bridge the transition to remote learning, students from unprivileged backgrounds are likely to account to inefficiency and a lack of adaptation, either because of the inaccessibility of the technology or the low education of their parents to guide them to tech-savvy applications.
Well, that was really informative because it's true that many parents are still not accustomed to the recent developments in the field of technology. So thank you, Nilanjana, for joining, and keep watching Mazzarello News, the mirror of the world, for the latest news updates on the move.
Thank you.
Good morning. You are watching Savio News. I am Priya Shah. Before we begin Savio News, appeals to all its viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Continue to take precautions such as wearing your face masks, washing your hands and face regularly, and maintaining social distancing. Remember, even though the vaccination drive has begun, these simple precautions will help us to defeat the pandemic. And now let's get back to the news. Impact of COVID-19 pandemic on education scenario of 2020 to 2022. This is the first such incident in the world's modern history when parents are asking children not to stay away from the mobiles and the gadgets. Now the time is such that it has become impossible without mobile and internet. All classes, even examinations are conducted online. The internet has emerged as the biggest medium of education in 2020 to 22. Even when the situation becomes normal in the coming time, this teaching process will continue to a large extent. Now we have Ms. Aditi Mondon, a student of Auxilium Convent School, Barashat of Standard 12, with us to discuss on this topic, major blow to the education sector owing to the pandemic.
Thank you, Ms. Diyasha. The coronavirus pandemic has delivered a blow to the economy with unprecedented challenges, and the education system is no exception. The sudden shift to online learning without planning in India, without the proper infrastructure and the planning of a proper curriculum has risked many students to becoming a passive learner because of their low attention span. And many teachers were not equipped to teach in such a manner because there were no dedicated platform for doing so. Colleges and universities faced a lot of problem in admission and the students' admission retention. However, there is no option as such right now, but when in near future the education system is going back to normal, it will be a challenging task to provide quality education to the students, because it has been more than 1 year the students are studying in this manner and the students' lifestyle has changed a lot. So it will take a lot of time to get the train back on track again. Thank you.
So that's it from us today. But before we leave, we once again urge all our viewers to continue to take precautions in order to stay safe from COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.